Hello everyone. Welcome again to this podcast, The Human World, Always the Human. Remember, my name is Santiago, and I hope that you are well and everything is good. Maybe your work, your studies, or something like that. Yes. Today, I have a good and special guest. Please present you.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for your invitation. And well, my name is Gina Castillo, and I am in first semester of bilingual education.
Okay, nice, Gina. But please tell us more about you. Maybe I don't know about your studies or something like that, or about your life, or whatever you want.
Okay, so um, I don't know how can I say about me, but I think that I could say you that I like to dance and the different landscapes and animals. I think that for this reason I am in emphasis of natural science. So yes, uh, I think.
Thank you. A lot of information about you.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thanks for accept our invitation to this podcast. The idea is have a good conversation and maybe know about you, about something like that, or maybe if you want to know about me. But the idea is we're gonna play with this roulette that is about different topics. Yes, the idea is you're gonna play this and the topic that choose the game is gonna be the topic of today. Okay, it's a nice topic. The topic of today is gonna be capitalism. We're gonna talk about that, and maybe I think it's an interesting topic, and at the same time, it's really confusing some things because it has a lot of information and a lot of things related to this. But maybe, Gina, tell us if you know something about capitalism.
Well, yes. I'm not an expert in this topic, but yes, I'm heard some about that, and I think that capitalism is a way in that different countries use to increase their capital and their economy.
Okay, yes, it's a good definition of the capitalism. Maybe this is an economic system in the countries, and it's a way to develop different, I don't know, maybe industries in the country and something like that. Yes, but I know you have something about capitalism, maybe an history or something like that, or maybe okay, it's possible to relate this with your emphasis because you are in the in the science emphasis, but maybe I don't know something about science emphasis because I am no an expert, but I have a good level or knowledge about the social things, but it's really nice to know about the science things.
Well, yes, I think that could be some interesting way that that mix maybe these different topics that I think that have a really strange relation. And yeah, for example, if we talk about the production, it can affect us in our environment, in the way that well, I mean, in the companies don't always have like in mind the different process that uh, the earth or the nature have, and how they can affect if they use in a bad way. So I think that could be like a pollution in this
Okay.
environment, and at the same time it could generate like the change um, in the climate change.
Okay, thank you for your answer. Maybe that maybe remembered something about a series that I don't remember in Netflix that the name of the series is Sociedad de Consumo. Eh, I think this Siri Siri is has a lot of relation with the things that you said, because it's a lot of that the people consume a lot of things, and this is produce some environmental problems. Yes, maybe related to the fast fashion is something that is that affect in a high level maybe the environment, because those things produce some gases, and the industries create a lot of clothes or something like that that doesn't have a long life. And yes, that maybe remember something like that, and is at the same time related to the use of the products for your face or something like that. Yes.
Yes, um, I think that people or companies, big companies, uh, only worry about increase the money, or only take in mind have a lot of money, yeah, but they don't worry about the really problems that it could generate us, and how it can affect, because if we don't look after the environment, um, we don't we couldn't have survived in the future.
Yes. Yes. It's so crazy thing about that, because maybe in my case I don't like to think related to the death or something like that, and maybe that you say that is really, oh yes, the human is a bad thing for the world. And at the same time I think it's something that you say that is related to the money, and only think about the money, money, money. And for that reason I think it's a good question, if it's necessary to be rich. You think it's necessary? Maybe one example of this was the movie that I saw maybe 1 year ago. That is the founder. It's about about McDonald's. Yes, it was founded for two mates that were brothers, but other guys say, I cannot help you with that, and that person only thought in money, and for that reason the brothers failed the company. Yes, but when I was watching that movie, I was thinking, okay, the people only think in the money and don't be worry about the rest of the people. Yes, but what do you think about to be rich and about the money or something like that? Do you think that is affect your way to the relate with the rest of the people?
Well, I think that be rich is does it it is doesn't important, because, well, I mean, if we can have a lot of money, but if we don't care the space in which we relation with other people, it don't have sense, because we have money, but in which things we can like interchange this money, or we acquire different things if we don't have a place in which we can relate. Yeah.
Okay, yes, I understand.
Well, moreover, I think that it I- it well, it is doesn't important because in this moment I remembered an really famous actor that is suicide, uh, because he wasn't a happy person,
Okay,
in spite of he had a lot of money. So
okay.
it is a case that the money doesn't care.
Okay, yes, I remember. Is Robin Williams? I think Robin Williams. Yes, that
Yeah, I think.
was a good actor for me, and I like the movie of Jumanji. The Jumanji movie is so nice.
Yeah, it is. I don't remember the name, but yeah, it is. Eh,
Okay.
and it makes me remember to a movie that is which is based in real facts, and the name is The Wolf of Wall Street. Do you know about this movie?
No, actually no. I heard that name maybe 5 years ago, but I didn't see that movie because for me it's not really interesting. Yes, for the reason I don't know something about that.
Well, so so this is about broker which started to create a company which some of his co-workers, and they they fraud a lot of people trying to gain money.
Okay, nice. Okay, maybe yes, it's gonna be a good movie. I don't know, it's possible. But maybe at the same time, I am thinking about a series in Netflix again that is Ozark. This is, or maybe do you know something about Ozark? Or
No,
no?
actually, I
Okay.
never heard it.
Okay, it's a good series. Do you have to see this series because it's about a man who works for a Mexican cartel, and he had to move to his city that is LA, and he have to move to an place or a town that is this name is Ozark, and he have to start again with the business of the cartel because her coworker fraud the cartel, the Mexican cartel, and they said, okay, you have to move to another place, but or if you don't move, you're gonna be killed. And he said, oh, okay, I have to move to other and continue with the business of the cartel. And I think it's a good example because it affects at the same time the life of the men, and at the same time the life of the rest of the family. Yes, maybe his wife, his sons, and something like that, and at the same time affect to the rest of the people in the town. Yes, I think maybe the money is an thing that affect the life, and at the same time it's and a person can become as an ambition person due to the money. Yes, and I think this affect in a lot of ways the society, and I think is sometimes is so bad thing about the money. Yes, because we always on all the time we are thinking about, I need money, I need money, I need money, because I need this thing, I need this thing, but at the same time when we have the money it produces consumism. Yes, and it's so bad. Yes, maybe do you think that you are a consumism person?
No, actually, I don't like this type of stuff because I don't like. I think that this always have the purpose of acquire money, but
Okay.
I think that the money or cash all only have o- well it only generate like competition in people.
Yes.
And yeah, because if I have a a bit of money, the other person want to have more than me. So it generates a competition in which we don't care about any other thing besides we on the things that we want or yeah we need.
Yes, yes. It's a good answer, and maybe it made me think in another example that is a movie. The name of this movie is In Time. In this movie, the time is like the maybe the money, yes, in the world, and the people all the time try to find money, try to find the time, because if you don't have the time, you're gonna die, yes, and the clock is in your arm. And I think this movie is really shocking to the society of nowadays, because relate to things that sometimes people use in a bad way. Maybe we don't use the time in a good way, and we spend a lot of time making some things that are really so maybe stupid, or that can affect in a good way your life. And at the same time, we think that the money is the best in the world, and combine those things in one way is really shocking for me, I think. Yes. And for finally, I think I have a question for you, and it's maybe, do you think that due to the capitalism, just through the capitalism, can be affect in a high level the world and produce the end of the world? Of course, thinking related to emphasis. I think it's really interesting now about, or now, what do you think related to the environment and something like that? Maybe in a social way, I think yes, because the thing that you say, we always are in a competitive life with the rest of the people, and this can affect us. And maybe if you don't make the things that I want to you do, or if you don't have the things that I want, can it kill you, and that is gonna be increase in the society and affect all the time.
I think that it can generate the end of the war because we affect us. And it makes me remember some about the parasitisms, and
Okay.
it is like an relation that humans have with their environment,
Okay.
where the humans try to search benefits in the nature or in their environment, but this nature is affected and have really bad consequences because we don't look after or take care of them. So yeah, I think that ourselves generate own damage in our ecosystem and in we interaction with other organisms.
Okay, it's nice to know about the parasitism. Yes, I think it's a good idea for this, because we always affect the environment. And thank you, Gina, for stay here, for talk, and for maybe teach me something about the environment and the related that the capitalism can has with this thing. For that reason, thank you. For our listeners, thank you for stay here, for always listen this podcast. Thank you, and see you in the next chapter.
Okay, thank you for inviting me, and bye bye.
Bye.